moving and breathing and relaxing. I don't want to make it too strenuous because everyone's kind of out of practice and out of sync. Hopefully you're still practicing breathing and putting your tongue to the top of your mouth when you get stressed out. Just kidding. So I thought that I would do a little bit of kundalini and a little bit of restorative and just a nice deep stretch. So to start, we'll start off just by sitting comfortably, and then bring your hands up to touch and bring your hands back down. Just do that a few times. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, exhale. And then bring your right hand down to the side of you. Stretch your left hand over. And come back up and stretch over to the left. Now, I'm coming down onto my elbow, but you might not be able to, so just stay up on your hands if you need to. Just to kind of warm up the whole side body and open up the hips gradually. And then interlock your fingers and just press your palms away from you. Pull the belly in. Take a deep breath and exhale out. Maybe just come over to the right and over to the left while you keep pressing out, just to see if you have extra tightness in one side. Just breathe into it. And bring your hands all the way up. Bring your arms right by your ears and stretch. And then press out again. Bring your hands down in front of you. Press the ground away and just drop your head down, your chin to your chest. Bring your hands behind you and just lift up your hips, let your head come back. And come back down. So we're going to do a little bit of kundalini cat-cow. So you can have your hands onto your ankles, or if you feel like you can't do that, just stretch your legs out in front of you, and then you can just rest your hands up above your knees. So it would be feet out wide, and then you're just gonna do the little spinal grind. Connect to your breathing. So do that if you find it hard to sit cross-legged. You can just close your eyes and breathe. Just feel whatever's going on in your body. And then go in the opposite direction. I'm going to add in some core as well today because it's really good to keep your lower back strong and to make you feel like you're connecting. One solid centerpiece. And then you're going to grab onto your ankles, or if your legs are extended out still, then just use your arms. Keep your arms straight and then pull your chest through, arch your back, and then round and open up. So you're opening up the front through your heart and your lungs, and then you're opening up the back in between the shoulder blades and the lungs as well. So inhale and exhale back. And then come and sit up. Take your right hand out beside you, and you're just going to tent your fingers and just keep your left shoulder down. Just place it on your knee and just stretch the whole front of the shoulder. Mine's feeling tight because I'm not doing as much yoga as I am used to. And then just switch. Pull the right shoulder down. And bring your chin down to your chest. And then bring your head back, open up your throat, take some deep breaths. So my hope for you guys is that you're going to feel pretty relaxed with this. I'm going to try and do about 35-40 minutes, which will be easy for me to do. Hopefully you all stay to the end of the video. So pull your feet in towards your hips, and then just give yourself a little bit of a hug. So pull your chest forward into your thighs. It's actually a nice stretch for the back. And then sit up nice and straight. Bring your feet into Baddha Konasana. And take your thumbs to the inside of the arches and wrap your fingers around the outside of your foot. And then just pull your chest through and elbows into the ribs. And then keep them in there and just fold forward and stretch your spine. And then bring your chin down to your chest and round your back. Try and bring your forehead to your feet. And then come back up. And you're going to take a twist. So bring your arms up to touch. And then take your right hand behind you, left hand to your right knee. Twist and look behind you. Remember, don't be judgmental with yourself because it's a practice. And just like when you guys are in class, and if you say, it's been 3 weeks since I've done any yoga and I'm feeling so tight, because that does happen even after 2-3 days for me. I feel really kind of sore and not really in my body. So just know that happens and try and incorporate some stretching no matter what. It might only be, you should have actually quite a lot of time right now because we're all on lockdown, but just be kind to yourself. Don't bully yourself on the mat because there's a big tendency to do that. So come into tabletop position and spread the fingers wide, elbows and shoulders stacked right over the wrists. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And you just close your eyes, connect to your breathing, feel your spine moving back and forth. And come back to neutral table. Curl your toes under. And lift yourself up to down dog. So take a minute and pedal out your feet. One heel up, one heel down. Doesn't matter if your knees are bending, your hamstrings are tight, your lower back is tight, hip flexors are tight. And then you're going to step your right foot forward. And have your right leg straight. And try and keep your left leg straight as well. Just to get a really nice stretch onto the shin and the calf muscle on the back leg. And a hamstring stretch and a hip stretch on the right leg. And then leave your left hand down, take your right hand up. Maybe bring that one forward, stretch. And back up again. And then drop your left knee down. So you're in a lunge on the right leg. Now you're just going to open up the hip flexor and the groin on the left leg. Almost into lizard. And lift your right hand up again. Just practice using your core. So pull the belly into the spine. Connect with the pelvic floor. And bring the right hand back behind you. So you're pressing out of the left hand. Get some length. And then release that. Maybe you might be able to come all the way down. super stretch. And then if you're in lizard, you're gonna take that right knee, press it out a little bit. So you're kind of on the outer edge of the right foot. So, which means that the arch and the toes are lifting up. And then come out of that and step back to down dog again. And then step. So move the left hand out of the way so you can step up. That'll make it easier. Now again, you slide the right leg back. Keep the left leg straight as well. And then just bend forward, fold into your leg. And then lift your left hand up. And stretch that forward. You know, when you move your left hand forward, you immediately feel it into your hamstring. And come back up again. And then bend the left knee, so you're going to lunge again, and then you're going to drop your right knee back. And just let the right hip come down. And you can lift back up again, get a nice stretch in there. Take that hand back behind you. And then come down into lizard again if you can. So left knee's going to come out again. You can even, if you can't come into full lizard, then just let the right hip drop down and take your left hand and just push the left knee out to the left. You're still going to get a really good stretch that way. And then back to down dog. So I don't want this to be super strenuous for you. I just want you to be able to feel good in your body and to move around. So if you feel like you're just wiggling around, good, that's good. Keep pushing your head back behind your arms just to really get into the spine. And then lift your right leg up and open up the hip. Bring that foot down, lift the left leg up and open up that hip. And bring that foot back down. And come down onto your knees. We're going to do some elephant. So kick your right hip out and look towards it, look over your right shoulder, and then go to the left, look over the left shoulder. Keep the core engaged the whole time. Not too bad. Right, and then actually walk your knees back. Extend your arms out in front of you, and you're going to come into puppy pose. Keep the hips up. And then take the right foot out to the side and come back down into puppy pose. This is going, I can hear some of you, it's a really big stretch. So if it's too much of a stretch and that's not what you want right now, then don't do it. Just do the normal puppy pose. Just release your shoulders, so keep walking the fingers forward. And then come back up and take the left foot out if you're doing that, and come back down. And release from that. So, come down onto your belly. Have your elbows close to your rib cage, and your elbows are shoulder width apart. And then you're gonna lift your ribs away from the mat. Okay, so it might feel like they're still down there, but push out of your elbows. Sphinx pose. And then turn your head to the right. And turn your head to the left. And then lazy Sphinx pose. Just drop your chin into your chest. You're going to feel a lot of pressure in your lower back. That's what you want. This is actually really helpful for your immune system as well. Bring your head up, stretch your throat, keep pushing out of the elbows. Okay. Now, so come down onto your belly, chest down. Look at your hands. Make sure that your elbows are right over your wrists. Fingers still spread wide. Elbows in, shoulders squeezing towards each other, shoulder blades. And then you're going to inhale and come up into cobra. Keep the elbows in, lower down. Inhale up. Exhale down. If you want to stay in baby cobra, then just peel your arm or your ribs up and then come down. So it's not, you're not coming all the way up. So you choose what the flexibility allows you to do. And then if you want more for your shoulders, you can tense your fingers and bring your elbows up so they're off the mat, and then you're just going to lift up and come down. And keep your neck in one line. So if you're watching this video, then maybe have the video right in front of you. Okay, stretch your hands forward, walk them forward, grip the ground with your fingertips. Take a big stretch. Give your lungs some room. leave your left hand stretched out, same way, and then just grab onto the right ankle, pull the foot into the butt, and then just bring your chin down to the floor. And then release that. Stretch your right hand forward, grip the ground, and bend the left knee and grab onto the left ankle. Chin back down. And stretch out the whole quad. So you can stay there, or you can grab onto both ankles. Look forward. Lift the ribs off the floor. You can stay here. Remember, you can wrap a sock around your ankles if you're at home. Unfortunately for all of us. Okay, so if you want to do upward facing bull, then you're gonna inhale and kick your feet into your hands and look up and exhale down. Inhale, kick, 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 and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Release that. Bring one ear down to the mat, palms facing up beside you. Just take a little breath, regulate your breathing. And then bring your hands back beside you. Stretch back into child's pose. And then come back up. You can, if you're really getting a lot from child's pose, then be my guest, stay there. Not the whole class, but so bring the left knee up, slide the right leg back. Kind of like you're in pigeon, except that the foot's going to come more into the groin and you're going to press into the left hand. Bend the right knee and bring the heel in towards the butt. So if you've been doing any running or lots of walking, the 2 kilometer distance rule, this will feel good, and even if you're not, then this should still feel good anyway. So have your hand forward if you feel like you're tipping. Then release that. Bring your hands forward. Slide that left knee back. Bring the right knee forward. And then stretch the left foot back, or left leg, and then bend the left knee and bring the hand down beside you. Pull the left knee or left foot into left heel into your butt. And then release from that. Okay,
laughing because there's always someone that's going to be confused when we're doing this. Okay, so you're in tabletop. You're going to swivel your right foot out to the side. So it's directly in line with the right knee. You're going to take your left foot on an angle so the heel and the big toe are into the back of the mat. Then take your right hand, line that up with the right knee, stretch up. Maybe bring that hand forward, stretch, open up the side of the left hip and the waist, and come back up. Now come up onto the knee and stretch your right hand over to the left side, let the left hand slide down that leg. You're opening up all the front, which should feel really good. And then come back down to table, and you're going to do the same thing. So left foot comes behind the left knee, right foot comes to, you're on the edge of the foot by the arch. Line up the right hand, stretch your right hand up. Keep pushing out of that left hand so you're not sagging down. Then stretch. And then you're going to come up and stretch your left hand over your right leg. And then come back out of that. We'll do another down dog. Walk your feet up. And then you're going to take your left hand to the outside of your right ankle and pull your chest towards your thigh as you look under your armpit. And then switch hands. And then release that. Walk your hands back to your feet. And so now you're going to take your feet out to the edge of the mat. Bend the knees. And sit in goddess. If your feet aren't out on an angle, then this is going to be difficult for you to do. So look at my feet. My feet are out on an angle, toes turned out, and sit up as straight as you can, palms together in Namaskara. And then press yourself up, walk your heels back in. Slide your hands up underneath your knees. Look forward, extend your spine, belly in. Exhale and fold. And then interlock your fingers. Press your palms away. Stretch them down. Lift back up. So we're going to do a little bit of core now. So walk your feet back up into down dog. Lift up to three-legged dog. Bend that knee and bring it over to touch your right elbow or up into your armpit, and roll forward, touch, back up, touch. So you're inhaling up, exhaling into your arm. So keep rolling forward. Okay, and then bring that foot down. Same thing with the left side now. And over. Okay, now up with the right, and you're going to come up onto the left toes. Okay, so push the grounds away, your hands are spread wide, and you're gonna touch, tap, over to the left, over to the right, over to the left, over to the right, over to the left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, and left. And back to down dog. Left foot up onto the right toes, roll forward, and tap, 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 tap. Back to down dog. Bend your knees. Shake your hands out. All the blood flow's gone into the wrists and the hands. All right. So we're gonna do, come lay down onto your back. You're gonna stretch your whole body long. Bring your feet out to the edges of the mat. You're gonna take your right hand to touch your left toes, or you might be only able to touch your knee. Make some contact anyway, right? You're trying to bring your leg up to 90 degrees, so you're gonna alternate. Opposite foot, opposite leg, or opposite hand, opposite leg. So this is great it makes you breathe, and you're energizing your entire being from the inside out. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are still following along, still with me. Okay, and then bring both legs up, out wide. Take your palms, bring them in between, and you're going to push away. So lift up your upper back. And then you're gonna inhale up, exhale down. Bring your feet up. So you can hang on to one back of the leg at a time for a modification. If you can,
we'll do this anyway, push your low back into the floor. Keep your feet flexed, and you're gonna lift up and touch your toes. Back down, inhale up, exhale down. Hug your knees into your chest. Well done. I'm just throwing in little bits of core. And you can just massage your lower back. Flip your feet up. Bring your knees down wide by your rib cage on the outside. Grab onto the outsides of your feet. Pull, use your arms to pull your knees down towards the floor. Open up the hips. And you can rock back and forth, happy baby. And then roll yourself up. We gotta do some back bends. So let's do little ones, okay? So bring your palms together, elbows out. Have your knees hip width, very important. And you're gonna, remember, you gotta push your hips forward, okay? Because your legs are what is going to bring you up and back. So hang on to, or push your palms together so you have a counterbalance. Push your hips forward. Lean your head back. Come back up. So feel the tops of your feet and your toes into the mat. Inhale, lift your ribs away from your hips. Exhale, push your hips out. Come back up. Okay, half Ustrasana. So you're gonna look at your right heel, take your right hand to your right heel. Stretch your left hand up, follow it with your eyes, bring it back behind you, keep pushing the hips forward. Come back up, switch sides, push the hips forward, grab the left heel, stretch the right hand back, look at your fingers, come back up. Full Ustrasana if you want. So really open up your chest, push your hips forward. Come back up. And take another child's pose. Bring your knees out wide, this time big toes to touch. Sit your hips back, stretch your arms forward, bring your forehead down. Walk your hands over to the right. And walk your hands over to the left. Flip your palms. Everybody's favorite, poison remover. So if it's hard, you can keep your knees out wide and just
walk your hands in so you can sit back towards your heels. If you're not really getting that much stinging, then maybe you don't have any poison. Walk your hands forward and then just sit back and stretch out your wrists so eventually you start to like the stinging feeling. You can stay there, or you can walk your feet up. And bring your knees back down. Bring your fingers facing out to the edges of the mat and just go back and forth. Just to strengthen your wrists. Open up all the space for the tendons and blood, veins, nerves. Rock back and forth. And then bring your hands forward and you're just gonna walk your hands back up. And you're gonna lift your hands up and then bring your hands down to touch your feet and inhale back up. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. And widen your feet. And you're going to bring your hands out to the sides. Bring your hands back to touch. Open up the front of the chest. Just pull your palms together. And then you're going to bend forward. Come back up. Stretch your hands, or stretch your left hand over. Let your right hand slide down. And come back up. And again. And again. And then widen your feet. And you're just gonna make some circles, hands on your hips. This is actually a kundalini exercise. And so was the last one. And switch.
You're just releasing your lower back, and you're actually stimulating the adrenals so they can fight fatigue faster, keep your immune system up. And it's a nice stretch for the liver as well, and the kidneys. And then come back up. Now, come down onto your back, and you're going to stretch. We'll do one more hip opening and then a twist and savasana. So come lay down on your back, pull your right knee in, left leg extended out. Really hug that knee in. You want to feel like you're pinching off the right hip, wind relieving posture. So you're stimulating the digestive system right now. Keep breathing. And then you're going to switch legs. So really pull the left knee in. And both knees in. Take the hands out to the side, knees together, bring them over to the right. I just got a spinal adjustment there, makes me very happy. So palms facing down, and you're looking up towards the ceiling. And then bring your knees together to the center and over to the left. And because it felt so good, we're going to do it one more time each side. And then back to the left. And then back to center, and then just release down into Savasana. Palms facing up, and let the feet just be out wide. So the hips can be open and the shoulders can be open. Thank yourself for being present and bringing yourself to your mat or to the space you've created to do your yoga. Take as long as you want. You should lay here for at least 2 to 3 minutes. But if you need more time by yourself, then take as long as you want. Maybe meditate. So thank you. And I'm hoping that I will be able to put a video up each day. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye.